Good morning, everyone. I'm István Ujhelyi, MEP from Hungary, one of the initiators of the European Health Union project. Unfortunately, I couldn't be with you today for this meeting due to other commitments as Vice Chair of the Parliamentary Committee on Transport and Tourism. Nevertheless, it's my pleasure to deliver this video message on a topic that concerns all of us. Let me first thank my colleague, MEP Aldo Patriciello, for hosting this meeting, which takes place at a very timely moment right before World Antimicrobial Awareness Week. Following COVID-19, which impact each of us experienced in our daily lives, we are once again facing another health crisis that threatens our well-being in Europe. As you know, antimicrobial resistance is not confined to Europe, but it is a global challenge that requires policy action at international level to avert the looming crisis for our healthcare systems. However, in Europe, we can significantly contribute to decrease the risks of antimicrobial resistance by working together more effectively and act as an example of good practice for global action. With the lessons we learned from the COVID-19 pandemic, the EU understood that health is not something we should take for granted. The European Health Union was launched to make our healthcare systems more resilient so we can anticipate and respond better to future crises. The establishment of the Health Emergency Preparedness and Response Authority is another step forward to tackle serious cross-border health threats and complement member state actions. We have learned during the pandemic that supply chains for critical medical infrastructure and the medicines were stretched across Europe, and that this challenge can only be overcome by collective cross-border action. No single member state has the capacity to fight crises of such magnitude alone. With that in mind, the EU should ramp up its response to antimicrobial resistance through strengthening its One Health approach that spans across human health, animal health and the environment. The forthcoming revision of the pharmaceutical legislation is a new opportunity to enhance our response by boosting research and development of new effective antibiotics. We need a regulatory framework that is fit for purpose and encourages innovation to ensure people across Europe will have access to new, safe and effective antibiotics. In the European Parliament, we look forward to collaborating with the Member States and other stakeholders to implement a new regulatory framework for pharmaceuticals that increases resilience, improves access to medicines and incentivizes innovation in Europe. Innovation and new antibiotics are only part of the solution, and it is my sincere belief that this should be complemented by action to increase awareness of antimicrobial resistance and strengthen the responsible use of antibiotics. For this to happen, we need a holistic approach that involves member states, policymakers, industry, academy, healthcare professionals and the civil society. The exchange of best practices through existing instruments such as the EU for Health programme and the AMR One Health Network is crucial to drive implementation across Europe. Because ultimately, member states have a critical role in acknowledging the challenge and implementing action plans accordingly against antimicrobial resistance. The importance of meetings like today is hard to underestimate. I'm delighted that experts from different backgrounds come together to share learnings and jointly identify solutions to address antimicrobial resistance. I look forward to hearing the outcome of the meeting, and I'm very committed to keep raising awareness of the need for action against antimicrobial resistance in the European Parliament. You can count on me. Thank you so much for your invitation.